says.
Alright, we should be back. I'm trying to fix up my YouTube. I'm Reply Live. Should be back. I'm just trying to play with the YouTube, get the chat log up there. Nope, that is the old stream. Let's go get the new one. Sorry about that, guys. We got thunderstorms. Alright, that's fine. There we go. We have some thunderstorms in the area, so we might be experiencing some ins and outages. I'll try to bear with me as we go through that. Hopefully we didn't lose all of you guys. Just hit that refresh button. Do apologize. We'll give it a couple minutes for people to get into the chat and get back in here, but I do have some updated news. Getting some of them back.
Well, since not a lot of people here, James, you want to go over what, not deck, but what,
Good to hear you, Richie.
I want to say anime, but sometimes they're not always anime.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what IP you're going to be playing for?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be playing Hashira from the Demon Slayer.
Hashira?
Yeah.
I didn't say give it away.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind telling people.
All right, everybody, tech against Hashira, and make sure you play against him.
If you can. It's probably the most consistent deck out there right now. I've been playing with it. I took my first couple losses here recently, but as it should happen, because you can't win everything. There's no such thing as winning everything. But I still gotta say, like, most of the matches, it feels very one-sided. My deck feels very, very consistent. Not a whole lot of impact, not a whole lot of, like...
Game finishers.
Like game finishers, but I can basically stall the board forever with 4Ks, and I eventually just win throughout 4K swings.
Yeah, till you try to stall against green One Punch Man.
Oh, no. One Punch is probably going to be a bad matchup for me, but I think in any card game, you're going to have bad matchups. I'm just thinking, like, out of most of the decks that are currently in the current meta at the top, One Punch is kind of there, but I don't know if it's going to be played. Since Jimmy said that he's playing Marcus.
Since Jimmy said,
what are you playing?
He's playing. I'm not playing anything. I didn't. You know.
Yeah, well, you didn't guarantee your spot yet.
Yeah. But if I do play, it's probably either JJK,
Sukuna,
or it's going to be Kogias.
Okay, all right, purple or green. Green. All right, green's a good one. There's a lot of good decks out there. There are only 2 other sets that are going to come out that seem to be putting any kind of implication. If you guys don't know, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is going to be coming out here soon. Looking forward to that set. The thing comes out at the end of the month, and that one looks like. I'm not going to lie. I might switch last minute if that deck looks as good as it sees on paper, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be testing out, obviously, and you guys can check out some of that video. Most of that content will be loaded directly to the YouTube if I can get some edited stuff there. I heard that Code Geass is cracked. It's only cracked because it has the most triggers in life. They're meaningful triggers. You're always going to hit in life, which is good. But it definitely doesn't always win. Like, the problem with a lot of these decks is, when you're playing Union Arena, I know this isn't Union Arena channel, but we're waiting to get everybody caught back up here. But it has finishers. The problem with the raids is you always have to have something to raid upon. Sometimes people can kill that, maneuver it, can kind of like force you in a situation where you don't have the raid targets. And I've seen a lot of times with people playing with the raids, that's often what happens. Like, they don't have enough of the raid ratio, or someone kills it before you can raid, and you're stuck with those cards in hand. And no offense, I mean, the raid cards are amazing. They do amazing things. There's some out there right now in Rurouni Kenshin, which we won't thankfully have before the event, can attack in the back row. You have characters that can attack in the back row. I'm just like, good grief, but it's a raid.
That's why I like the Green Kogias, because even if I don't raid it, it gives me double damage for both of them.
No, not for green. Yes, green one. Yes, you can. Yeah, that's
keep my double damage.
Mm-hmm. You do keep the double damage, which is good. And it's not that that's a bad strategy. I think every single color and every single one of the Union Arena sets has really powerful raid targets that have this stuff. But me playing Hashira and having played it for as long as I have, there's no raid in Hashira. There's not a single raid card in Hashira. You just play Hashira out. And I'm more consistent. I always go wide. I have more cards on the board. People who play a card then raid on top of it, you've taken 2 your AP to put essentially one position. All of my AP will either come with an extra card out or something out, and I'm always just spamming the board with the deck.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just more consistent because I don't have to worry about that one over the other and then play into it, which is fine if you guys like it, because some of those decks are extremely powerful. Like the One Punch Man, I think, but he's not even a raid target either. One Punch isn't rated. Like, so a lot of these things that I actually have problems with are ones that don't raid. The ones that do raid, yes, you're going to get pop something, yes, you're going to get something, but next turn, I'm probably going to put 2 more 4Ks out, and it's like, deal with these. Here's 2 more 4Ks, deal with these. And eventually I'm just going to win through attrition, which is usually what happens. So, I digress. Yeah, that is the strategy I'm currently going with, but I will, of course, be trying out the new Brotherhood when it comes out. I'll be doing some box openings and doing some content and let you guys know what I'm practicing with to see if it's going to be any good. Here's hoping. I'm hoping to get myself in the Worlds. It'd be great. I am in the last chance qualifier for One Piece. I am ready to go for that, but I will tell you right now, I don't have any faith that I'm going to be able to sweep that tournament and get those, like, I think there's like 8 spots. Like, you essentially have to go undefeated the entire day, and it's going to be a long,
I think you
long
can get,
day.
I think, what is it? There should be about 10 rounds. Right?
10 rounds, but you have to go top. You got to be in the top 8.
You go 9-1.
Yeah, 9-1. Yeah, I could go 9-1. Yeah, that seems feasible. I want the prize support. I want the stuff on the side. I don't have a whole lot of hopes in it. I am going to be playing something meta. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to be trying. Obviously, I'm not going to not try, but I don't feel that in that game, I can guarantee I'm going to have the best matchups. I'm going to win the die rolls. And as we already know, when it comes to the One Piece game, die roll is extremely important in our current meta.
Yes.
And knowing what needs to go first or second, the decks I've been playing have a set need to play on that curve, which can really screw me over. Like playing Kobe, when I was playing it, you need to be on the draw. You just, hands down, have to be on the draw if you want to have a chance at all. Especially against a lot of different decks. So, it's a lot harder for me to say that, hey, I have a real solid chance. I mean, hats off to the people that can do it, like, was it Clyde TCG, and if they can do it again. Let's see if they can do it again. But Clyde TCG has been doing it back-to-back. Congratulations to him. I don't know if this is the meta that he could do it in again. I think that there's too much variance in the meta. There's just, I don't think there's a one deck to rule them all. I think there are very good decks and strong decks, but they also have some hard counters that people will be playing. So if they see that counter, it's over for them.
Yeah, and
That's
then
it.
people are also playing counters for that counter.
Yeah, right? So it's a very, very wide open field. And I love that. I love diversity. But you don't go to a championship trying to play just for fun. You're playing to win, right? And you're trying to put your best foot forward. And I don't see a deck that just says, I'm the winner. I'm the one that's going to dominate. When Black Yellow Luffy was out there, that deck seriously had some strong presence. It was very difficult to beat, especially if you knew what you were doing.
Black Blue Sakazuki, when that was out.
Yeah, that was very strong. Even Trafalgar Law, the red purple one, it was very strong, but got even stronger. But we didn't have to see it. But all those decks had like a significant presence that said, "Hey, this is the deck to win." And even with that, guys, let's be fair. Even if that was the case, that every single one of these decks there was the one deck. There was this one deck. Everyone will be playing it, and then now it's a coin flip, right?
Yeah.
Did someone say Dolphy? Dolphy was super consistent, and that one didn't even win. The last one, Dolphy didn't even win. It was super consistent.
I mean, we were afraid of Blue Purple Luffy because Purple Luffy was dominating the meta over in Japan,
right?
But they found out that you just go under it. You play the Zoro. You play the stuff that goes faster.
Right. Old Man Chop, welcome to the chat. Richie, for a new player getting into Union Arena, honestly, I would just go pick up some of the old stuff from Demon Slayer, because Demon Slayer has 2 to 3 different competitive decks. So if you're going to invest in it, like, that seems to be the widest book margin. The other deck, if you really want to, everyone's going to be playing Code Geass, but
Code Geass has 2. They have green.
Oh, that's right.
Purple.
And red, technically, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean
that red deck can get underneath some decks. So I don't know. Both those sets extremely good, extremely powerful. Have a lot of good decks.
I just know with the purple one, it's going to be harder because the starter deck was put into that too.
Old Man Chop started off with One Punch. That's also very, very good. Very good.
He was playing yellow.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a very good deck. The Psychic Sisters is fun, and also the One Punch Man. If you could fit the One Punch Man and the Yellow Sisters, it's still a game closer. I prefer the One Punch side of it, but the Sisters did pretty good. They were pretty competitive there for a while. I think that it's just they got kind of outclassed in that set. As we noticed, One Punch really was the guy you want to go for, guys. It just was that powerful. Yeah. That effect was insane. Yes, you would have an open spot, but nothing can remove it. Nothing can interact with it. It's this ridiculous power that you're never going to beat. Like, I'm sorry. It was too good. Way too good. When we played the One Punch, we went through it, and I saw all the formats. And for me, I'm playing something that it can technically get underneath it because I'm constantly filling the board, so I can keep my pressure on that extra spot. Because any One Punch deck, you're always gonna, unless you play the Sisters, like Old Man Chop, there's always one spot open that you can kind of maneuver through, and then get that hit. So if you can keep doing that and taking the hits, like my deck ending, because like I told you, I'm a Trishan, so I can keep taking those hits and trying to keep blocking out of that stuff for his big swing. But
I mean, blocking is still horrible against one.
About the green one, yeah. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. Good. I mean, that's what it's really about. If you like your IP, you like playing it, I think that it's a really good game.
I think even the yellow one has, like, Impact 2 or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does. Yeah, it has Impact 2. But, I mean, still, you got to get through so many times. And I have cards that nullify Impact. So, again, it's about attrition. It's about attrition.
It's about finding those cards.
Yeah, true. Very true. So, yeah, take some notes, Richie. There's a lot of really good decks. Find the IP that you like. I promise you there's a deck that's extremely competitive. In every single IP, I found there's at least one that you can say is definitely competitive.
Yeah.
And hopefully your locals does it the same way that we do it. We have allowed it all times, always, all IP legal. We just did a rare battle last weekend for the Black Clover, which would have been Black Clover locked. Absolutely not. No, we allowed people to play with it whatever they wanted to.
Yeah, these rare battles, struggle battles that we have. It limits a lot of people. Like, a lot of people just want to play their certain IP.
Exactly. They don't care about the other stuff. But the cards are worth some stuff. Like, those cards are good valuable. I'm building Goddess Sinone and Asuna. Asuna Lifa is super fun, Old Man Chop. It is super fun. I definitely recommend it for you guys. I've loved the Sword Art Online set. I thought it was great. I played those decks. I went through them. I did the limited drafts for them. I think they're super fun. I like Sinone. Just absolutely, that Stipe is absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah.
That deck was super fun to play. The only reason I'm sticking to the Hashira is consistency. That's it, guys. I could, and it doesn't have a lot of triggers because Code Geass is all about the triggers. You get those in life constantly, but it's consistent. I'm throwing out 4Ks nonstop, just filling up the board every single turn, and it's super consistent, and that's the only reason I'm playing it. I love the Hashira. I love the Black Clover. Yeah. I want it desperately.
It hurts until you hit 4 removal spells in life.
Yeah, right?
You don't have a board to defend anymore.
No, I know. That's always a chance, too. You can always run into that. Because you just run into 4 removals in life, and you're just like, I wasn't winning that game anyways. Okay. Alright, I digress. We got some other news we got to get into. I'm sure the rest of you guys have been waiting around like, hey, when's the One Piece start? It's starting soon. Don't forget to hit exclamation point join. Get one of these 4 packs. Of course, the tax pack here in the back. I wear beanies all the time. Does Lifelink sell me? Yes, we do.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
They sell this one right here.
Yes. Right here. You can get them on the website as well, too. I'm dying for next week. Full Metal is going to be sweet. Bro, you're not kidding me. I can't wait. We're going live with the actual release of it, so stay tuned. We're going to be opening up those cards in a lot of boxes and doing some stuff on Man Shop. So stay tuned next Saturday. When that thing releases, we're going to be getting a ton of product and showcasing it. I'm really looking forward to it. But we're here for One Piece. I mean, I legitimately had even a talking point to let you guys know that we're all in on Gundam as well. Like, this game is super fun. Absolutely worth it. I can't wait to show you guys. I haven't put the model kits together. Some of my other creators have. And I'm going to be working with them to showcase the model kits. But these link to which one? Oh, to the hats. 1 second.
The hats. They also have hoodies, right? And
yeah. You've played this game before, right? Let me get the link for them while you talk about this game.
I have not played this game.
You haven't played this one?
No, I have not. But I do know that it's has its own resource that you use. Then you have pilot characters, right? And then you have like the mechs that you can put the pilots into, right? And it's like any other card game. You got to try to get your opponent down to 0 life. It looks fun, and then like this game come with the models you can play on top of the cards.
I love the models. The models are really just for the tokens, which is kind of neat. It's like an extra thing that you can have on here. All right, Lifelink, you did not make this easy for me. Can someone get Daddy Lifelink in the chat here?
No Lifelink merch.
He didn't have a category for merch for some reason. I have it literally as an advertisement for when we're playing games.
Yeah.
And I know he has some extra ones left. It's just not wintertime, so no one's buying them right now. Come on, baby. The kits have been so fun. The models are the Gundam Assemble kits, not just tokens. Really? There are. Yeah, Tall Geese is in there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
That's what I was saying.
No, Tall Geese is a token. No, they have a Tall Geese token. Am I missing something? Oh, okay. Well, here we go. So, here we got a model. This one, what is Gundam model? This is, it's wing mode for, it's not aerial. What is this one? Help me out here, Little Pound Cake. You're right. See, there's no token underneath it. So this is actually a card in the deck. Actually, I probably find out what it is just by opening the deck.
Oh no, he's opening sealed product.
No, this is only going to get opened. I wanted to build these decks. I've got them. I'm right now building shop decks so people can practice and come in and check out these decks. Where is it? I know what's in the deck.
I know it said you were guaranteed one alternate holographic card in here.
Oh yeah, I already got it. Put that. It's in the binder right now. Come on, I know the card's in here. What? Where is it? Is it
Jimmy D doesn't know.
Wing Moon for Strike Gundam? Oh man, he's just gonna leave me hanging. It's not in the deck. I play this. I've used this thing quite frequently. It's the alternative mode for Gundam Assemble is a tabletop game they make. They're making that will use these models as a marketing genius. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Gundam Assemble.
Yeah,
all right.
Gundam Assemble.
So it's just an additional game they're going to be bringing into the game. Oh, that's cool. That's even cooler. I need to put these kits together. Shoot, what is that? It's a Gundam in flight mode. I think it's a Strike Gundam. It could be the Strike Gundam. There's so many different Gundams, so
There are too many.
I need Matt. This is why I need Matt. This is why I have Matt and Little Pound Cake in the chat to help me figure out which one of these models it was. In the game, it comes as a normal suit, and then of course it switches into wing mode, like that when you have certain terrain where you're flying over the ocean or something. Man, where is this? I am just stalling.
You can't type it in?
Oh wait, I could try to type in Beanie.
Nope.
No. Did I spell it wrong? I can't find it. I'm not a fan of the flavor of Gundam. Of that flavor?
The wing mode?
The wing mode? I can't. Oh. With the Seed Strike? You don't like Seed Strike? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a seed set.
Yeah, Sea Tree.
Yeah. What is going on? Alright, I'm going to talk to Lifelink on a break to get this one. T3T. T3T. Trying to figure, can you translate that?
No.
Sorry. Seed Bunk. Oh, no. I like Seed Strike. It was okay. There's a lot of seed. A lot of seed.
Yeah, and they in the mobile they released another seed.
Yeah, they did. We just got enough. Oh, that one really. I could go
Destiny.
on.
Right?
I honestly, I went on a tangent last time I talked to Matt because I was getting so mad at them because they dropped. We have so much undone, and the way that they're doing this one to upgrade them takes like 100 of the new pieces, and you have to grind that while they also gave us another thing that we had to grind. So I'm trying to get both, and then the stupid requests are saying, hey, build this Gundam and give it to me. And it's like, you're using the only stuff I have, and I have to send this to you. Like, why? Stop. Yeah, if you like the no problems, just not my flavor. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's get over here, talk to some news, talk to you about some of the upcoming stuff for One Piece that we have coming up. And, let's see, I think we pretty much covered the news for what we're going to do at Bondi Card Fest. Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of stuff to go over there. Of course, when it comes to schedule this week, so what's happening, Tuesday we're going to record, and I'm going to have a live stream on Thursday. The Friday is going to be probably Dual Commander, unless the Gundam people show up. If the Gundam people show up, we're going to be doing Gundam with the starter decks just for fun. On Saturday, we've got, of course, the release of the newest set from Brotherhood, so you guys can stay tuned to that. I'm going to be going live on Saturday to cover the event I'm going to cover here in just a minute. We will be going live for this event, and the only reason is why, because the next week I'm going to be out of town, guys. Work is taking me out of town. Captain Little knows what's going on. I will be leaving for the week. I will not be back until Friday, when we have the release of Gundam, where we're going to be releasing the boxes for the final, like the first release of the boxes. So we're going to be doing some box opening, we're going to do the pre-release special. I will be live on Friday, going over that the same time as that. We're doing the Magic the Gathering pre-release, so that weekend we'll be doing pre-release coverage for the new set from the Universes, or the Galaxy set that they're releasing for Magic the Gathering.
Well, I'll try to see what I can do for Monday to see if I can't go live at Lifelink.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, well, I'll try to get you guys content. I have to leave early morning on the plane from Richmond out on Monday, so I won't be back in town until at least Friday. And I do apologize. I will try to give you guys updates through my Discord, try to tell you guys how things are going. I really want to be doing the content, but I've got to pay the bills. So they want me to go, I'm going to go. And that's what we're going to do. So thank you for joining me here. We got a fun week of content before next week, where it's going to get kind of dry until more Gundam content coming up. But right now, let's check out some news. Appreciate you, Richie. Thanks. So, one of the heads up here, this is the wheel. I did tell everybody I have your name from last week. So, all the people that chimed in on that Tuesday that I didn't have product for you, your name's on the list. Richie, as you can see here, and here. So your name's on there twice. Little Pound Cake. Did you not tune in for that day? I think you missed that day. Must have missed that day. All right. But I have Greg here, and it's the mole, so he's got his 2 entry. All I need you guys to do is comment or put an exclamation point join. I'll make sure you guys are on the wheel. And if you were in the previous day, I will put you on twice. So you've got 2 entries for today's 4-pack giveaway that I'm going to give away. And of course, like I said, I have the tax pack. So it could be potentially 5. All right. Let's first get into the news about some stuff. Actually, I think first I have to do this one. Little Pound Cake, I'm going to use your graphic here in just a minute because I really love that. That was awesome. So I want to shout out to the Off-Meta Cup that we're going to have this weekend coming up. We will be going live with this format. There's different pricing for the type of leader that you decide to choose to play. This is to encourage people to try to do, try to play something that's a little off-meta and allows you to experiment with a lot of the different decks that are out there.
Aww.
So we've got all of these leaders haven't been able to win in quite a long time. What, you want to play Kaido and you don't want the $50, you want the $75?
No. I was looking for the other Kaido, and you don't even have it on here.
Yeah, it's banned.
What?
It did well.
Did it?
Yeah. Anything that we could see that was in the meta that was topping events, we just...
I need to see where that Kaido did well.
All right. Well, we'll talk to Lifelink. We worked through the list. So, I mean, these are the leaders you're allowed to play during the Off-Meta Cup. You do get certain pricing based on the challenge mode that you decide to go into. I'm really hoping Bear brings his Iceberg deck, because he won what tournament with an Iceberg deck. But, of course, the type of leader that you do choose to play will increase the pricing you get if you win with the deck. So, why Black Yellow then? Is Black Yellow Luffy on there?
Yeah, he's right there.
What?
Yep. Because he got set really
Oh,
far
because he got hit with Gecko Moria somehow.
Like
the biggest thing that deck could do. Yeah.
Raigo. He got hit.
Finger Pistol. Did it play Finger Pistol? I don't think so.
Some versions did, but not really.
Or Tempest Kick, right? The Tempest Kick was the one that got banned, right?
The Ice Age is the one.
Ice Age, right? Did they play Ice Age? No. Okay.
I played Raigo though.
I think the Gecko taking out that deck, it's lost its fervor. Ice Age, that was the one. Thank you, Richie. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of these leaders are still meta. Well, to an extent. They've got some chances. I think Foxy has some legs. Yeah, Foxy's got some legs. Queen? It's interesting.
Let's see, who else is on there that could...
Wait, why is Yamato down so low? This Yamato needs to be up here.
What? No, you become a 6K leader.
Okay.
From Yamato, you become a 6K leader.
Okay. You can become a 7K if you could pull off the combo here. Or a 9K.
If you can.
I don't know.
Look, Rob Lucci is in tier 2.
Dude, Rob Lucci lost everything. Shank should be tier 3. No, but it still sees a lot of play. I can see that.
Nah, Sanji should be tier 1.
You're talking about the red purple Shanks, like the Star Deck 2.
Nah.
Is that in there? Yeah. You know, we got purple Shanks.
Yeah, purple Shanks.
Was there red purple Shanks? No.
No.
What was the first? Oh, this is the first one.
Purple Shanks, yeah.
Purple Shanks. It's.
And Sanji should be tier 1.
Yeah, that is a very bad deck.
Sanji is actually a pretty good deck.
Green black Sanji definitely tier 1.
Green blue.
Green blue. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, most definitely. I agree with you, Richie.
That one's Queen's also a tier 1.
What?
Yeah, Queen is definitely not a tier 2 deck.
All right, you bring Queen. You have Queen. You think you can run this? You can run it, and you get an additional $10 to try and prove them wrong. You know what I'll be running?
How's Ivan? We all know why Ivan's tier 1.
Ivankov, don't even give me that little pound cake. Little pound cake just wants to come in and sweep the tournament with his Ivankov deck. Because the guy's a pro with that deck.
You got green black.
Yeah,
Isho.
Easy money, Marcus. Easy money.
Green black Isho in tier 2.
Yeah,
man,
easy money. You got this.
See,
honestly, like just for time's sakes, I might just run this. Might need a slight adjustment, but the idea is dope.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can give out your opinions in the chat over in Discord. Let them know what you want to see if you want to move some stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of debate. Unfortunately, because I was sent on a trip last week, I wasn't able to help him build this, and I'm not gonna rag on him because he had to do this on his own.
Yeah.
I gave him a bunch of research. He asked me some links. I showed him what was tier meta, and he built it from there. What he could based on the list I gave him, but unfortunately, I couldn't be interacting with him to build this tier list. He had a week off. I had a week to leave out there. What was it Black Yellow Big Mama?
Yeah,
tough.
Lim right there.
Yeah.
The Don times 2 when attacking.
Ooh, Rex could win with Sabo. Could. I mean, he's got the best deck down here.
Yeah.
But this is also tier 1, so he's playing for $50. I think honestly the best one right here. Right here. I'm using Little Pound Cake's graphic right here. If you're gonna come to this cup, play with these leaders right here.
Wait,
show me you can win with these.
There's black purple Luffy in that tier 2 list.
There's a black purple Luffy.
What? No, that was removed. That was removed. I think he was working with an old graphic because he was helping Lifelink come up with a tier system with us.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out where blue purple Kaido would ever top. Because that card has not seen play since it came out.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I have faith in the system.
And then we got Isho and Queen in tier 2.
Yeah. Zeph was like 2 tiers in the image. There's a Zeph deck?
Yeah, you don't see the Zeph? He's up here, Zephyr.
Oh, this guy. Yeah. I'm thinking of the chef for some reason.
That's
what is his name, Zeph?
Yeah, Zeph. Zeff.
Yeah.
Not Z.
Not E-P-H. Yeah. Hey, if you want to check it out, Black Purple, you could put that together for it.
I know. It's the Mo was playing with Zephyr.
Iceberg would be pretty tough for the new support.
I think so, right?
Yeah, the 39 Royale, I agree with you. The real ones, try this out. Seriously. I would love to see a cup of just these top tier decks right here.
I'm telling you, the Sanji should have definitely been moved.
Little pound cake. Not going to repeat that, but that was good. Go ahead.
Sanji has actually been cooking in tournaments.
Green, blue, Sanji.
Yes.
Green, blue, Sanji.
Yes.
God.
It's been doing.
Kuro? Where was Kuro in this list? I didn't see a Kuro. No, I didn't make the list. Must have been banned. Marcus, are you thinking Zoro Sanji?
Nah.
I played Black Sakazuki, and he's actually really good. I mean, is he still good though? I mean, Black lost so much support.
I don't think Black Sakazuki is very good.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that any of these decks are like absolutely terrible. I think that each one of them has a spot.
Oh, yes, there are.
certain...
No. King is absolutely terrible.
What?
Yeah.
No, if you have 10 Dawn, you win.
No, if you have 10 Dawn, your characters get plus 1k power.
You win. It's
Yeah.
like that's all you needed. That's
Yeah.
all you needed. Now the new meta, yeah. I mean, yeah. The power creep is insane. A lot of these things have some great support too.
Kid's also really good.
And this new meta with the new support, Kid has, yeah, Kid's really good. Yeah, that's fair. The Pancake said that it was a very limited pool back then, so it was a lot easier for Sokka to do well when there was only about 8 or 10 decks at the time to have to really worry about. So easy $75. Let's see it. I want to see it. $75. Come like honestly, I think Iceberg from Bear should win.
No, Bear's going to play Sanji. Bear's been
This gonna
working.
play this Sanji?
Bear's been working on Sanji.
All right. I'm with you. I hope to see some of the best decks.
That's how I know. That's how I know Blue Green Sanji is actually doing some work.
Okay. I mean, to talk to you guys for a little bit, but this is one of the things that we've been trying to do at Lifelink Games. We've been trying to create games that cater to the two different type of groups that you guys have within every card game, right?
Yeah.
You have the people that we're going to call the sweats, just because you understand that those people. Let's go West real quick. You have the people that like to play competitively. That's fine. We're going to call those the sweaters because you guys understand that those are the guys that practice. They get in the extra online training. They're just playing all the time. We've got at least 5 or 6 people that are just dedicated trying to trade for Worlds, and I wish them the best of luck in that travel. But then you also have the casuals. We have a lot of people just come in. They like the card game. It's a fun card game. It's very laid back. And what's nice about our community is the sweaters are very respectful to the people that are casual, and they still have fun with it. But we're trying to come up with better formats to really cater to both sides of the party, which is not easy to do, especially if you guys know about the Magic the Gathering. Like, trying to get people to play the 60-card formats that aren't sweaters is near impossible. Like,
I mean, you have pre-modern.
Yeah.
Is non-sweats.
Unfollowed is some old. You unfollowed for what? What did you unfollow for? What?
I don't know.
What is it? What could you possibly be upset about? That I said here. Okay, getting back to it. All right, so as I was saying, guys, we're trying to create some games and some tiers that allow for both people to coexist. Because right now in Magic the Gathering, it's near impossible for us to get 60-card decks. There's a lot of really cool decks and strategies out there that are just kind of like encumbered because there's decks in Standard right now that just win. Like, if you don't have interaction, you just lose. I had this one deck, a cool story. I was telling this guy, he could put this thing called Job Select. It was job application. It was the new mechanic was Job Select. So he came up with this really cool, really fun deck where it was just a bunch of Job Select stuff. And I was like, wow, this could really go off. He's like, could it win? I said, no, it can't. And he was like, why? I was like, you have 0 interaction. And he's like, so how would you change the deck? So I took a look at his deck. I added half of his deck with interaction, and then took out the rest of it. And he said, well, now my deck doesn't do what it was supposed to. I said, I know. So we're going to have to replace the other half of it with another tier meta deck. And I basically just replaced it with a tier 1 meta deck. Yeah. I'm going to take out half the stuff so you have interaction, so you guys can play the game. And then I'm going to add these other cards that are just infinitely better than what you have in your deck. And now you can play Magic. There you go. I just basically turned your entire deck list into a tier 1 meta list that already exists and was nothing like you wanted to have fun with.
Hey, but back in the day, when me and you were playing, and where we could actually put in tech cards, that was...
Standard used to be slow. It was good. It was slow paced. Every land was tapped. Everything was... You could play 7, 8 mana combos and get things fun. And people, like, back in the day, Standard was awesome. There was a limited set that you could pull from. There was limited stuff you could do with it. And in that, weakened the power level a lot. Yeah. But in order to ensure that people weren't getting mad, because a lot of people were getting mad in Magic because you would rotate so fast that there was no incentive to invest in Standard because you'd be rotating the set so fast. So, like, what am I getting if the set's going to be worthless in a year? They said, okay, we'll extend it. Well, now that they extended it, now there's so many cards that the format's kind of predefined. Anybody score any Sonic cards? Oh, the Sonic cards? Yeah, we scored a few at the Lifeline games, I'll tell you that. The Sonic cards, like, that one's going to change the meta dramatically. Also, a little diatribe here before we take our first break of the day here. I am going to showcase a new video, but I want to do like a kind of like information graphic for you guys, so that might be Magic Gathering inclined. The Universes Beyond has been announced that they're not going to reprint those cards. So life is going to get a little more rough for us in a way. Collectors are going to start moving in crazy. So, like the Sonic card that Little Pound Cake is talking about, that's Universes Beyond that will not get reprinted. Which means that with that, these cards are going to skyrocket in value. Because the non-reprint value and limited quantity of them printing it creates this, like the reserve list, where you have this reserved list quality of value.
What that's really going to do is hurt standard players.
Oh, it's going to hurt everybody. It's going to, like, standard the most right now. Because that means the Final Fantasy stuff that's out, they will keep printing until the set's done, but if you want to collect it for the money, it will keep its value after it stops printing. And then, of course, you're going to have the same thing for Lord of the Rings. If you guys had your chance to get Lord of the Rings, that stuff's going to skyrocket. If you had a chance to get the Assassin's Creed, it's going to skyrocket. All these cards, but they have to be unique to the set, and unique to the name of whatever the IP is. Those cards are 100% just going to have stupid value, even though they're not playable cards.
They will reprint the cards with different names and different...
Nope, no promise to that. No promise to that.
I mean, they did it.
They have, but there's no promise to that.
Yeah.
They promised they won't be revisiting these realms. That's what they promised. So, we'll see. We'll see what they do. But that means stupid cards are going to have value. You know how many reserve list cards right now are worth over like $40? And they're completely unplayable?
The unplayable ones,
they're completely unplayable.
Most of them are like the anti-cards, which are unplayable, but...
Yeah. No, I mean, like, physically, you could look at this card and it's like, this is an unplayable card. There's 1,000 things to do better stuff. But they keep growing in value because of reserve list. So, essentially, Magic the Gathering, or Wizards of the Coast, excuse me, has said that they've created a new reserve list. And that's the Universes Beyond. So, the reason that I'm a little miffed is because the product got too expensive. The $1,200 collector booster box, that's way too expensive. That's not reasonable for anybody. And then now you're telling me that my art cards are going to be locked in those collector booster boxes, which are going to be infinitely too expensive for anybody to get into. It's not new game friendly. It's just collector stuff.
Yeah.
But they're cards that I liked and I like to collect, and I can't do it anymore because they priced me out of the game. And while they're chasing those collectors and those Pokemon collectors and those like what do you call them, the crypto bros, they're only going to be hurting the game in the long run. I hope that Wizards of the Coast comes up with a solution. I'm not screaming doom and gloom, but I am going to say that you're going to price out a lot of your player base if you don't get your stuff together. One Piece, all the stuff that Bandai is doing, they've got to figure it out.
Yeah.
They've got to figure it out. There's cheaper cards, there's cheaper ways to get into it. There's definitely things that you can do to ensure that your player base can still have fun and have access to the cards, and then still make a collectability to it.
Yeah, and there's still, even, that's why they started the PRB sets to lower the prices of the cards that were getting outrageous.
Absolutely. And to help people get in, but also introducing cards that can actually also go outrageous. Yeah. Like the last PRB set.
The are crazy right now.
The Dawn. The Zoro Dawn, up to like $400 almost. Last we checked, it was up to like $400. Those Dawn cards were unique to the PRB. There's value in there, but you don't need the Zoro Dawn to play the game. You don't need the gold border to play the game. And some of the stuff that's coming out in Wizards of the Coast, you actually need those cards to play the game. Vivi's nearly $100. You need 4 of them. Like, if you want to play the Vivi deck, you need 4.
Oh, they actually made a Vivi deck?
Oh, there's a lot, and it's pretty impressive. I'll show you in the break. Guys, alright, we're going to take a quick break before we get into the first 3 rounds of this awesome day of 2v2. We'll tell you guys how it works, what's happening with the 2v2. And but right now, we're going to take a quick break. And I want you guys to be my test audience. If you guys could just do me a favor, pay attention. I'm having a lot of my casters doing deck techs. So we're going to test this out. I'm going to showcase a deck tech that my caster Spencer put together and created. I want you guys' feedback right now to see if this is a type of formula that you would like us to edit. Kind of like, we already know right now out the gate that we need to shrink it down. But if you like this type of content, and you like this kind of thing, let us know. We can start writing some scripts and see what we can edit down for you guys and give it to you on YouTube. Because we're trying our best to up our YouTube numbers to help expand our capability out there. So, if you guys like this, we're going to go take a quick break, but we're going to go to Spencer, who's going to do a deck list, or a deck profile. And I want you guys, please, give me the feedback as much as possible. Any words before we take a break?
Just everybody enjoy. Make sure you get up, get some water, get something to eat.
Absolutely.
And stick around.
We'll be right back with some gameplay, but right now, let's get to a deck list with Spencer.
Go.
Hi, my name is Spencer. Today I won the 2v2 with my mentor, my sensei Vare, who was playing Yellow Kid, and I decided to play Blue Purple Luffy, so I'm pretty much just going over my deck list for it, as well as kind of why I run these cards. So to start off with, Gum Gum Giant. If you're playing a Purple Straw Hat, you are probably playing Gum Gum Giant. I know a lot of people want it banned, but pretty much it's just a counter where you cost 1, Dawn -2, trash a card from your hand. If your leader has Straw Hat type, it will gain 4,000 power, and this can go for your characters or your leader, so I find it really good. I only run 3 because I feel like it's still consistent, and I'm able to have other slots for it. So I only run 3. I could run 4, but I prefer just 3. Going on to my ramp / counter, I have Thunder Bagua. I used to run 2, but I am only running 1 just because I kind of wanted some other space for other things. But pretty much, I'm mainly using it for the trigger when I play the 9-cost Big Mom to add up to 1 card from my Dawn deck to set it active. That way I can Gum Gum Giant if I end up playing the 9-cost Big Mom. But pretty much if I need to use it for counter, one of my leader characters gains plus 4,000 power during the battle. And if I have 2 or less life cards, then I'll get 1 Dawn rested. So it'll help in if I'm at 9 Dawn or even 7 to get me up to 8. That way I can use the leader ability. And I guess I should kind of go over that. It's a 3 life, 6,000 power leader. This can be activated at the start of the turn. So pretty much before I draw or put any of my Dawn, I search the top 5 cards of my deck, pick a Straw Hat, then I can place it in any order from top or bottom. So kind of going back to this. Gear 2, it's another counter / main event card. One of the new ones that we're seeing. Divine Departure was kind of the first. But pretty much the main is rest 2 cards, rest 2 of my Dawn cards. If my leader color includes blue, even though this is a purple card, you have to really run blue-purple. Add up to 1 Dawn from my deck as rested. But this also has the benefit of being a counter as well. So my leader will gain plus 3,000 power during the battle. So it's kind of like a ramp card as well as guard point, if you guys know what that is. And I'm running 4, mainly because this has a dual purpose to it. I can ramp if I'm going first, or I can counter if I'm going second. Typically that's what I do when I play it. And yeah, I really like Gear 2. It's a great versatile card. I think it goes well with this to make this a 9 if they are swinging 8s. And going into kind of my other ramp, but as well as KO, is God Thread. This kind of helped me a lot today in dealing with Sanji and Pudding when I was playing against Green Purple Luffy. So the main is KO up to one of the characters with a cost of 5 or less, then add up to 1 Dawn as active. And the trigger is kind of the same as Thunder Bagua, just add up to 1 Dawn as active. I find this really good for when you are going first, just because it kind of goes on curve, and I'm able to clear the board, as well as help in getting me to 8 Dawn. So I find this just a really great card to starve if I need to, and just KOing something without having to swing, as well as just a great way to ramp. I can use this with the Big Mom to get a trigger, or I can just use it and, get it done. So going on to my ramp cards, because you need to get to 8 as quick as possible, I have Mr. 2, Bon Clay, which is getting a reprint, which is nice, so it'll be cheaper for people, but this is probably one of the best purple cards to come out, mainly because when you play it, it costs 4, it's a counter, you get 1 Dawn as active, so again, this can help out in leader ability, as well as when attacking, I can select a character of my opponent's field and copy that base power, and then that will become the power for the rest of the turn. So I run 4 of these, obviously. I think if you're running purple decks, you probably want to run 4, even 3. But yeah, this is just great for leader ability as well as offense. It definitely helped me out, so that's why I run 4, and is a really great purple card. Next up, I have Zorojuro. So this one was kind of used in Red Purple Luffy when it came out in OP5. And this one is pretty much when attacking. If you have 3 or less life cards, which this is always at 3 or less, so you can kind of play it off the bat and use the ability. You don't have to take any life. Set up to 1 Dawn as active. So I find this really great just because I'm able to get a swing in, as well as getting a Dawn card active. And I'm really glad it's active just because then I can attach it to my leader or attach it to a character or even save it for like a gear 2 if I need to be defensive or a giant if it's late game. But I'm only running 3 of these. It's a 1K counter. It's something where I definitely could run 4, but I feel like 3 is consistent enough to find it that I just run 3. Zordro is a really great card. I'd recommend it, especially for this. And yeah, it's just really great into ramping. You can still be aggressive with it. And yeah, it's just one that I would play if I was going first or second. So going into my counters, my 2K counters, I have the 6/6 Sanji. It's a 2K counter, and it's a blocker as well. So the main ability on this one, if you decide to use it, me personally, I just use this for 2Ks because I don't really minus the Dawn as much to use the leader ability, or sorry, the card ability. But if the number of Dawn cards on your field has at least 2 or less than the number of your opponent's field, give this card in your hand -3 costs. So effectively, you're playing a 3/6. That's also a 2K counter and a blocker. Sometimes I'll just hard play this as a way to get a blocker on the field or just something to swing with if I'm playing something that's more aggressive and I need to deal with the board. But this is a lot of cards that are in purple decks because, again, if you're minusing Dawn, you might get below, and then you're able to play this for a very cheaper cost, and it's just good. I mean, there's a lot of value in this card, but mainly for me, I'm personally using it for 2Ks. The next one, which, I mean, is just a great card. It's great for defensive with 2Ks, as well as later game when you need to rest a blocker, is Uzohachi. It's a 3-cost, 3,000 power with a 2K counter. On play, if you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, rest up to one of your characters with a cost of 5 or less. I'm running 4 of these, obviously, because with this deck, you're running a lot of big bodies that won't have counter and a lot of events. So it's really, you need to be wise when using your 2Ks, and the 2Ks that you do have, you need to make sure that they can kind of have more than one role, I guess. So like with the Sanji, I can use it for a blocker if need be, and for this, I can use this to rest blockers. A lot of blockers are going to be 5 cost or less, so I'm able to use this, and it has won me some of the games. I didn't need to use it this time around, but 3-cost Uzohachi is very good. I'm glad it's getting a reprint again, and it's just great. Wrestling a 5-cost or less, as long as you have 8 or more Dawn. Again, so I say use it late game. It's just great. It can help you in games as well, if need be. If you're going against something like a Zoro or a Betty, it's something that can swing into those smaller bodies. So now that we're out of the counter, just going into kind of like tech cards, I guess you could say, that I use, whenever I need to. So for one, Charlotte Pudding. I know everyone hates this card because on play, your opponent returns all cards to their hand. They shuffle their deck and then draw 5 cards. This can definitely affect their flow or like game plan that they have because it just resets them at the beginning. If they have 7 cards, they lose 2 cards. If they search for 2 cards that they needed, they just lost those 2 cards. But this is just great, especially into Buggy, I feel like, because usually he's drawing a lot of cards, as well as really just any deck that draws a lot of cards. It also has the ability to be a 4/4 and a 1K counter. This will definitely have people flipping the table, which is what we want as blue-purple Luffy players. And yeah, Charlotte Pudding is just a great card to make the flow of their game a little bit worse. So next up I have Doflamingo. This blocker is from OPO1. It's a 3/4 with a 1K counter. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and place them in any order, top or bottom of your deck. So this is one that I'll typically play if I'm playing against an aggro deck, just so I have a blocker in those early turns. But the effect on this is really good for this if I'm not able to ramp up to 8 Dawn. So I was able to do this a couple times today in the 2v2 where I played the Doflamingo. I looked at what cards I was going to draw. Usually I would move a Bonclay up front so I was able to get a Dawn. But then I would be thinking about my turns ahead, kind of how Doflamingo players would play, just mono Doflamingo. and I was just pretty much looking like, okay, so next turn I'm going to draw this card, I'll be at this much down. I'm going to ramp this turn, I'll be at this much, and then next turn I'll be at 9. So if I had a Sanji in hand, or even in the life, I would set it up so that I would be able to play the 9-cost Sanji earlier. That way I don't have to use leader ability, and again, it's kind of just playing it earlier for 9 Dawn.
And welcome back to Homebrew Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me,
Marcus.
Now, that is a pre-tester, a pre-little gimmick to let you guys know that we will be putting this thing out on Patreon. For you guys to check it out, if you guys are that interested, you can check it out on Patreon. It will be available to all members. Members can join for absolutely for free. So if you want to, you can support us there. We're going to be putting a lot of content out there on my Patreon account for paying members and non-paying members alike. Obviously, if you guys want to find the deck list for the stuff we're covering today, you can go there right now. Links down in the description down below. Definitely come check it out. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Kick. It's on everything that we're broadcasting on. It's there. You can find that. Get to the Patreon. Get all that access because it's easy for me to contact you, an easy way to show you what discounts I have and products we're coming out with and other things like that, as well as just a great way to communicate with us. I've had a lot of people request that we start doing some deck techs and start telling people exactly what it is we're running, kind of give you a rundown. Obviously, we're going to condense these into like 15-minute formats and kind of like push these out as YouTube videos for deck techs for certain things they're doing well, what cards you're going to run, why you're using them, what are the flex spots that we've notified with the decks. We're going to come up with a basic script that we're going to come down that will really help you guys start building into the new metas. And we really want to get this started before we mirror up with Asia. Because we're about to, in April next year, mirror up, and we're going to be getting
Slightly
the decks out there.
too. We're going to be slightly ahead.
Yeah.
So we'll be,
Yeah.
I think, 2 weeks ahead?
At least in some cases. So with that, we want to start developing the formula, right? To give you guys some access to like what the new decks are going to do, what we expect to see out of them on paper, what we're playing, what we obviously you're going to hear deck techs from red from me. You'll see something from blue, yellow, mostly from you. Some Nami decks. Like, what would you say is your strongest color?
Like just mono strong color?
Just anything in particular that you like when set releases. What are you like driven towards? Like, obviously mine's gimmickly red, but is there anything you're like gimmickly driven for?
More like the control style, because most of the decks I play are usually control, like Nami, Queen, Anel.
Yeah. Okay, so more towards the type of the deck strategy.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll have deck lists with this. I will be adding a camera soon to kind of like give you guys some FaceTime because I know that a lot of people just want to see the faces of like who's giving the deck tech and what's happening. Homie, thanks for that feedback. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to start doing that not just for One Piece, but obviously for Union Arena, out there for Gundam. When that starts getting out there, I will have some help from my other casters to give that kind of content to you. If this is the kind of thing you like, please give us a like, give us something to give us that indication that it's worth the energy and the effort.
Even comment what you like, what your opinions about it is.
Absolutely, and I welcome that to start new discussions as well. I would love to have some debates in our Discord and even in our Patreon, because there is a communication platform there where you guys can get back and forth and be like, hey, I disagree with his take on this. Let's have a conversation about it, guys. We're all trying to build our favorite leaders out there. I know that you have your favorite leader out there that you want to see someone else's take and then maybe have that discussion. And I want to start those conversations. And I think one of the best ways to do that is to get what I would consider some of the pros, the people who have been playing these decks in our local area, to give us their take on it and create a formula that you guys enjoy. And if you guys like that idea, please just give us the thumbs up, help us out there, because we're trying to make YouTube take off and create an alternative method of bringing in some income to help us improve our price support, improve the quality of the stuff we're giving you, and hopefully get that content out there rolling. Because I know, especially before April hits next year, I really want to give you guys some quick access to our predictions of future meta and how we think it's going to affect things. And that's the kind of stuff I really wanted right from the get-go from this channel. Not only doing what we do already, which is coverage of cool TCG gameplay, but also like overviews of what's good, what's hot, why is it hot, why is it doing well, what are the weaknesses, what are its strengths, and give people an idea of like, hey, I'm the first time playing One Piece, and I want to know why is blue-purple Luffy good. Well, here's your answer. Yeah. This is a longer video. We're going to shorten these things down. But the only thing hot doing well is Humbo Pie. Thank you, Chicken Teddies. Appreciate you. Good to see you, man. I hope your day's going pretty well. By the way, you're now entered twice now into the wheel. Yeah. So thank you for that comment.
And you also have to enter Homie in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Homie will be entered. We're gonna get both your names in there. This is, don't forget, for those that are here last week when I had to do it live, I added your name to. Do you have that piece of paper somewhere? I added your name to a piece of paper. I added your name to the list, so you're already on the wheel. So anything you comment today is just going to put you a second entry as we give away the first 4 packs of our new community box, which is OP11, baby. I'm hoping beyond hope that we have the gold one. I would lose my mind. Like, it would be the most clippable thing in the world, because you'll be seeing me dancing, and then, of course, trying to, like, reinforce steel and get myself a truck to carry the thing to you. I just been lurking. Glad to see you. All right, glad to see you, too.
So what you're saying, you got to hand personally deliver this to
Yes, at this point, I might have to. If it's a gold one, if it's an actual gold one, I might just need a hand deliver. Be like, you have this. Picture, yes, this is you. I'll put it on social media. You got it. It's yours. I'm going to make sure you get this thing. That'd be amazing. I hope to get it. We'll see. Maybe it's tonight. Who knows?
If that's the gold manga?
Yeah.
It's not the manga. What's it called?
It's the 10 cost Luffy, but it's the gold plated. It's got real gold in it.
Yeah. If you pull that one, you're hand delivering that one, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna drive out to your place where we gotta go. SSP. That's what it is. Thank you, Simone. See, SSP. If I pull that thing, I'm gonna have to get some airfare tickets or wherever I'm going. I'm hand delivering that. We're getting a photo together. Like, I need to make sure you get that package and everyone knows that was yours. And I promise you from the get go. Get myself there. All right, good to hear, homie. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get ourselves into the first round here. And by the way, if you thought I spoiled it with that video, I didn't. Because he's not even on camera. This man was talking about how the tournament went. He wasn't even on camera. Didn't even get to see him. So, yeah, Isamo, you're right. That card is fire. I'd like to see Isamo play it in his deck. That'd be hilarious.
Oh. No, I want to see him just role play it. You're shuffling it.
For those that haven't seen this content before, we've done this one other time. And I want to go over the rules very easily and briefly with you. This is called 2v2. That means you and a friend get to partner up. One of you picks the primary, and one is the secondary. The primary, their game is worth 3 points. The secondary is worth 2. Regardless, in every single match, the primaries play the primaries, the secondaries play the secondaries. So you're going to have 2 people playing at the exact same time. The way that the rules work, according to Bondi, you're not allowed to talk to each other. The way the rules work, because we're running it, you can talk, you can have fun, strategize, talk. This is a game of interaction with your friends here. It's going to be very cramped for our players, because we're going to be watching 2 games at the exact same time as we go through. The one on the left, your left, when you're watching it, that's the one we're going to cover and talk about. If that one finishes first, we'll go over to the other game. But we're only going to be talking primarily about the primary game. Because obviously we did a joke about us trying to cast both sides. It was just really bad. When I pull the SSP, that's when I know it's rigged. Yeah, right. I'm so glad that emote's getting some use. I love that emo. And it wasn't banned. It wasn't banned. I was so scared that the emo was going to get banned. Rigged. What is he talking about? What is this man talking about?
Rig
I'm pretty sure they were looking at it. It's like, why does he want this as an emo? Why would he want this? I love that emote. I love it. But we're going to go over the deck list of the priority players from both the games as we get into our first match. And then we're going to watch the coverage. You're going to see both games simultaneously being casted, but the only one we're talking about is the one on the left.
Yeah, so pay attention to the one on the right.
Yeah, right? Just watch the one on the right. You do have the opportunity to just watch the one on the right. If you want to watch that game.
Yeah, you'll hear us talk about the one on the left, and you watch the one on the right. You're getting 2 games for one.
It'll be great. Dude, it's like twice a big brain move. I love it. It's going to be fantastic. These things are chaos. I absolutely love it. It's a smaller area because our recording studio is a little small at the moment. We're going to get it bigger eventually. But these have been extremely successful. If you guys have a chance, go talk to LGS about running these things. They're super fun. Just the conversations that happen at these tables, I wish I could actually allow you guys to hear.
Me and Little Pound Cake was having fun when we played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Just the ability to go back and forth, guys. It is so much... I highly recommend you get into this. And I wish they would change the rule that you can't talk to each other, because on their hardcore rule, you're not allowed to communicate. Unless, of course, you ask the other person, like, can I ask him a favor? And it's like, yeah, if the table agrees, you can. But I'm like, bro, you're 2v2. It's about having your friend here. why else would you have this buddy here? Like, let's...
And this is just like 1v1s. Like,
Yeah, I might as well just play 1v1, and I just have the pleasure of having my friend sit next to me. That's about it. So, I think these are great. It doesn't really change the game that much outside of, like, you're playing... There are rules for the way their leaders work. If you have, like, a monocolored leader, your next leader can't be the same monocolor. It can share a color, but it can't be monocolored.
yep, so you can have a no and then have the...
Eggman
Kagura.
or Kagura, yeah. You can't have yellow and yellow. You can't have green and green.
But you can have Anel and Yamato.
Absolutely, green, yellow, Yamato. Yes, specifically.
Yeah.
You can't play the yellow, Yamato,
Yeah.
obviously. So, yeah, there are rules on which the decks you are allowed to mirror up with, which kind of makes things neat because you're guaranteed diversifying the format. But you got to be careful with who you pick in the primary because sometimes that primary can be a weak link, and sometimes a secondary.
Yeah.
But each round you get 5 points. The rule that I made for the table: if a single team was able to win both games at the table, they got to open up 2 packs. So each round we're going to find out which one of these teams is going to open up 2 packs. And right now we're going to get the first prediction for the primary out and running. The prediction has been sent out, pushed to you guys, so you guys can use your points and channel points to find out who you want to predict to win this one. But we're going to get into the deck list. The first matchup is going to be Red Purple Luffy versus Purple Yellow Charlotte Pudding. I know that there was a lot of people that were hoping it was going to be Nico Robin, but no, Charlotte Pudding! Let's check it on the table.
I was thinking it was Lakers Crocodile.
Yeah, Lakers Crocodile? Maybe. Alright, let's talk about the one. I'm going to cover this one, you cover the next one.
Yeah.
Because this is red. That's just my specialty. Alright, this is, I would say, the Greg Special. And the reason I say it's a Greg Special is because this is a deck, not the exact same deck list. There's a few changes. He's always upgrading this deck. But this is the deck that Greg has been able to take to 2-time manga champion. He's been able to take these things down. It's been absolutely outstanding. He's won the first 2. We got a third one coming up. I'm coming for you, Greg. The third one is going to be Tony Chopper. So I am desperately trying to play for this Tony Chopper. I don't have any mangas. If I was going to have one, this would be the manga I'd want. So here we go. Let's hope that I can get my hands on it. But I'm going to have a rough seas ahead.
Yeah, it might be the first manga tournament I actually participate in.
Really?
Just to get you.
Oh, just get me?
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what deck I'm going to be playing. I am looking very, very hard for a good deck that I want to play for this one, and hopefully something consistent. But Greg is taking this in the 2v2, so him and his partner, Mark, man, bless him. But he's played his deck in the secondary table. The deck list, if you care about it, is posted on my Patreon, but we won't be covering that deck list. We're going to be covering this new update. So for those that have been following Greg for as long as I have, there's really only been one big change to this. We lost 2 events for a new event. So Greg is now trying out this Gum Gum Mole Pistol that came out from Stardeck 21. A really good card that helps with the removal, minus 5,000, allows you to get over those green decks. If you guys have been playing against green in this current meta, you know how much of a pain that Eustace Kidlock has been. And one of the things I love about this is you're KOing the 2,000 power, which is usually going to be one of the blockers, or one of the things trying to protect the Eustace Kid, and then you're lowering the attack power of the Eustace Kid so you can attack into the Eustace Kid much easier.
Yep.
So don't be very wary, because there's a lot of defensive plays, there's a lot of defensive cards that keep that Eustace Kid alive. The way that this is used appropriately, minus 5,000 to that kid, bring it down to 3, makes it easier for all your swings so you can try to beat it by battle, but then also KO one of those blockers that are trying to protect it.
Well, I mean, it's hard because if they have both Rosinante and Tashigi, you're not KOing anything.
They have to sacrifice themselves to protect it.
Not Tashigi.
Oh, Tashigi taps, that's right.
Yep.
So, I mean, you're activating a lot of things to get them out of the way, essentially, which is it's important. It does 2 different things. You're trying to, like, sure, I'm going to minus 3k or 5k the Eustace Kid.
Yep.
Then, okay, fine, you have Tashigi. You tapped it to protect the Rosinante.
Yep.
Fine. Well, I'm going to attack, use the Rosinante to protect it, then I'm going to attack again. And I can still have multiple attacks, where most people, when the Eustace Kid gets out there, it's
8K.
an 8k.
Even for leader, you got to put 3 down on that to try to swing and try to get a 1K out.
It's hard. It's very hard to stress the hand. So this is an opportunity to stress it, get over that wall, and I really like this as a good addition because it also helps deal with a lot of big powered creatures that are characters that happen to be in the format. So I mean, yeah, you can pop a blocker that might be at this cost, which we're seeing a lot more.
So total, if you do it all in one character, you can pop a 7,000 character.
Mm-hmm.
which is why it was so good against green, purple.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. It must have. A must have. Because most of the time they try to protect it. So if you can get them off that engine for the green, purple Luffy decks, very good. A very good answer for it. Maybe that's more the reason why he's playing it. What is this deck trying to do? Mostly in the early stages. Ooh. Did we lose power?
It says you're so good.
Alright. Hoping it was so good. We're seeing some massive thunderstorms here, so you might lose this a little bit. Also great trigger and makes a great defensive card. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
You have to be careful with this trigger card, because certain cards only have power during your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And some cards have power during your opponent's turn.
Absolutely.
So if you trigger this during your opponent's turn, you have to have for the second effect, you have to have a character with 6,000 or more power.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So in the early stages in the red-purple, obviously doing something similar to the blue-purple, you're trying to ramp in the early stages. You have the access to Zoro, Juro. The Zoro basically needs the life to be at 3, which, here you go, perfect for both those leaders. You can ramp on attack. Then you have, of course, the Mr. 2 Enclave, which thankfully we're getting a reprint of. And this one ramps on play for additional Dawn. Queen, very similar. Allows you to filter through, get a nice little big blocker. And then you get into the high end. And here's where this deck really excels. You got yourself that Monkey D. Luffy Rusher at 5 cost. You got the Sanji blocker. Because you're minusing Dawn quite a bit, you can often access the cost reduction for the Sanji blocker. You have the Sanji Rusher, which is absolutely devastating to most people. Usually a big game ender for most purple decks. Rest in their blocker, swing into life, just a great answer in the late game. Eustace Kid has the ability to basically constantly play with this red purple Luffy to constantly keep the life, or I'm sorry, the Dawn up.
Well, no, I mean, it keeps it at a 7K, which is...
Yeah, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, keeping your leader at 7K, which, I mean, people are already talking about the 7K Roger that's coming out here. Really looking forward to seeing... they're saying it's busted. I can't wait to see this thing in actual practice.
Oh, yeah.
It looks pretty good. Then, of course, you got the 9K Rusher. I'm sorry, the 9 cost Rusher from Monkey D. Luffy. So, big top end here.
Really great because it also replaces itself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah,
Turns
on
out
play, draw a card. Just really good.
Yeah.
Minus the Dawn, fine. Whatever, I can use the leader ability if I'm in the late game
Yep.
to get that back. Which I am because I'm a 9 cost. We have the Finisher. We've seen this thing finish games quite a few times. I love this card. It is high cost, but it does give you an extra turn. And if you've played TCGs as long as I have, extra turns means game.